Greetings everyone, it's Anne again, as Kerry calls me, the mother load. What I have today are these, what I'm calling vintage photo tags, and they're made from a vintage wrapping paper, and they're very easy to make, so I'll show you how I did them. Let's move them to the side. Going to need a scrappy piece of card, an offcut, some of the wrapping paper. I'll just cut out the image that I'm going to use. I'll use this one. I'm just roughly cutting it because after I've glued it to the card, I'm going to trim it up nice and square on the trimmer. So using a glue stick, going to put some glue on the back of the paper, and I'm not worried about the edges too much because they're going to be trimmed off. I'll just stick that down on the card like that. Okay, now excuse me while I just take it over to my trimmer and I'll trim that into a rectangle. So here we have a nice rectangle, and the picture is sort of centered in the middle. The next thing I'm going to do is to cut the corners. Now, I've always had trouble getting the corners to match, so it always looks a bit skew-whiff when I'm making tags. But I've come up with this, and I'm sure I'm not the first, but it's an easy way to make sure your corners are the same. So just take a scrap piece of card and cut off the corner like that, and then lay that on your photo like that, and line it up so the top and that edge are lined up straight, and just cut the corner off there, and then turn it over and do the same on that side. Line it up and cut the corner there, and that way you know that both those angles are the same. Now I'm going to use some stamps on it, and I'm using our Witchcraft documented stamps, and I would like to use a signature in the corner so it looks like the photo's being autographed. I need an ink pad and the stamp. Stick that up properly. Put that across the corner like that. Okay, and then I'd like to put maybe a number up the side. On this side like that, and maybe I will put like a certification mark in the corner as well. These stamps all come in the same pack. Like that. Okay. Once I've done that, I'm going to ink around the edge. Just like that. Hope the lighting's okay. I'm sorry, it's very bright sunshine coming through the window. Okay, so we've inked around the edge. Now I'm going to pop an eyelet in the top. I'll punch the hole. Now I've got these chipboard eyelets, and I like to colour them first. It's easier than trying to colour each individual one, so sometimes I just use the stamp pad and a sponge. Or the other thing that I sometimes use is, if I want them a bit darker, is these vintage photo distress stains. You can do the whole lot at once, and then next time you want one, they're ready to go. But for this we'll just use a paler one, I think. And a little bit of glue. Just pop that on the top there. And just to finish off, got some scraps of lace and use those. What have we got? And a piece of sari silk. Now the sari silk, if it's too fat, it's very easy to rip it. Just cut off the piece you want and then slice it. You can slice it 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to put a couple of cuts in this one, and then I can tear some nice thin strips off like that. So we'll have that one and that one, maybe that one. I'll put them together and thread them through the hole. Make sure I get all the tails through. Pull them tight. Oops. And there we go. Yeah, I like those, and they're so quick and easy to make, and you can use up your scraps of card and you don't need to worry about measuring them, which is always good for me, because I like to do things as quickly and efficiently as I can. So there you have it, a photo tag, vintage photo tag card with easy corners. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.